Casino Resort, where winning, excitement, and entertainment unite. This August, we're celebrating the 70s as we finish our Real Back Time summer promotion, giving away over $300,000 in cash and prizes, including your chance to be all shook up when you win your share of $40,000 in the Cash is King giveaway. Receive one entry for every 25 points earned daily in August. And don't miss the cash drawings on Saturday, August 27th at North Star Mohican Casino Resort.
This week on Wheel.
I grew up in the 80s watching the show. I was determined to solve those puzzles so that I could dream about what I'd buy on the Shoppers Bazaar.
Unfortunately, we retired all the dining room tables.
Plus, this week, one of these players makes a bonus round solve.
You got it.
That turns into quite the payday. And Scott struck it big on Wheel. Now he's using his winnings.
I said to my wife, let's give it away.
To change the lives of others. Hear the entire story this week on Wheel.
Weeknights at 6:30 on NBC 12.
Straight ahead on Newswatch 12 at 5, a community and its public transportation services are getting a new place to park. Find out how Park Falls is looking to provide a new space for their buses. Plus, Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes joins us for an interview. Learn his position on the topic of Social Security and how it might affect Wisconsinites. And learn how our neighbors to the south in Illinois recently changed cash bonds. We'll have the details as your local news starts right now.
Your local news and weather from where you live. Newswatch 12 at 5 starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Michael Lotholtz. Park Falls is looking to build a new bus facility to provide a new place to store buses. This facility will allow the buses to run smoothly during harsh winter months. Newswatch 12's Mohammed Abdul-Kawi was in Park Falls to learn more.
Been a few years in works, but just with our growth down here, we needed some place to get our buses out of the weather.
BART is a public transportation service that operates in Ashland, Mayfield, Price, and Oneida County. Even though the bus system is running smoothly, there is an issue in finding a place to store their buses in the wintertime.
Right now, 3 of the 4 buses are all stored outside, and we're unable to find adequate storage for them.
Pat Dowse, the transit manager, says finding a facility for the buses was his #1 priority. It took a while to find a spot, but eventually he did.
I looked for a grant for him to build this building, and I was able to get a grant. The city of Park Falls donated the property to us to use as local share towards the facility.
As you can see, there's nothing behind me but grass and trees. However, by spring 2023, this grassland will turn into a garage facility to store its buses overnight in Park Falls.
The maintenance facility will be just over 6,000 square feet. It'll have a little bit of office space, but mainly it's going to be garage storage.
BART bus drivers like James are excited for this new building. It will be a convenient location for drivers, and they won't have to drive lengthy distances to get inspections done.
We no longer have to drive them up to Ashland to get them worked on. The mechanics are going to come down here, so that's going to be a lot nicer for everybody involved.
And with this project in the works, Pat hopes that BART will continue to help out the Park Falls community.
It's great. I love when we keep growing. I love the fact that BART is so well received, and we're able to get these projects going and done, because it just goes to show how important BART is to all the communities.
Reporting in Park Falls, Mohammed Abdul-Kawi, Newswatch 12.
Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us now. A beautiful day we had out there, Jeff, wasn't it?
Yeah, plenty of sunshine today with temperatures back in the 70s, but now some clouds are rolling back in. They're not going to mean much, though, as the sprinkles should stay to our north this evening. Temperatures, though, are on 73 here in Rhinelander, mid-70s, even a few low 80s across parts of eastern Wisconsin today. There's a front right through here moving this way, so we get the cooler, drier Canadian air is on the way. We'll have lows tonight in the 50s. Tomorrow, less humid, high temperatures tomorrow in the low to mid 70s. All right, here are the clouds out there currently. Basically, Highway 29 in the north, parts of Vilas County, Oneida County, Lincoln County, moving this way. So expect clouds for a few more hours. They will go clear for several hours after midnight. And tomorrow is going to be a very nice day, as all of this will get out of here, and we are in a very good environment for tomorrow. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies to mostly cloudy skies for a few hours, and temperatures nice near 56. Your full forecast is coming up. Michael.
A new filter is helping Rib Mountain take care of their PFAS problem. Recently, the township has placed well number 1 back online. This comes after initial testing shows PFAS levels in the well undetectable after the treatment process began earlier this month. The well was taken offline in December after high levels of PFAS were detected. This is one of the first PFAS removal systems being used by water utility in Wisconsin. Other townships may consider using similar systems based on the filter's success. Governor Tony Evers is awarding grants to Wisconsin schools to grow the state's advanced manufacturing technical education. Today, Governor Evers awarded more than $415,000 in grants to 11 school districts throughout the state. The money will increase the number of students in career and technical education programs. The Medford Area Public School District in Taylor County is receiving $50,000 to purchase several pieces of manufacturing equipment. The Unified School District of Antigo in Langlade County is receiving $50,000 to update its metals lab and department. The Wisconsin Senate race is heating up between Ron Johnson and Mandela Barnes. Mandela Barnes spoke with us earlier about Social Security, a large area of concern for the state. Barnes said he is looking to make sure that hardworking Wisconsinites can enjoy their benefits like the generations before them.
We're fighting to protect our hard-earned benefits, the ones that our parents and grandparents spent their entire lives paying into, the ones that allow every Wisconsinite to retire without worrying about putting food on the table or having to work beyond retirement age. And we can do that by making sure the wealthiest Americans pay their fair share into the system. We cannot allow Social Security to be cut.
Barnes hopes Wisconsinites will approve of his plan to protect Social Security. Newswatch 12 reached out to Senator Johnson for comment but did not receive a response. For those looking to vote this election season for Senator, the election is on November 8th. A crash in Vilas County led to a man being arrested for an fourth OWI. The crash happened Friday evening at about 9:30 p.m. on Highway 51 in Arbor Vita. The trooper identified signs of impairment and a preliminary breath test read .281, more than 3 times the legal limit to drive. As a result, the 49-year-old Arbor Vita man was taken in for a 4th offense, operating on a revoked license, possession of THC, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Illinois is a few months away from a series of criminal justice reforms going into effect. The state's new law includes one provision that has been controversial in many local and state jurisdictions. Craig Wall has the story.
The reforms under the Safety Act that eliminate cash bail will open the doors to freedom for many people currently locked up who can't make bail. But Grundy County Sheriff Ken Briley is raising concerns because the law will ban arrests for people accused of certain misdemeanors. He cites trespassing as an example.
Today I can arrest them if you sign a complaint for trespassing. January 1st, I'm not going to be able to do that. The law says I have to write them a ticket and leave.
Sheriff Briley worries about the possible ramifications in his community.
And if we can't arrest them and we can't solve people's problems, we don't want people to take matters into their own hands.
Today, the Grundy County State's Attorney raising his own concerns.
When no cash bond applies to every jurisdiction, all 102 counties in the state of Illinois, I'm really concerned about seeing criminal activity that we've never seen in this area.
But reform advocates say keeping people locked up simply because they can't afford bail is wrong.
That's just inequitable, that some people get to be free because they have money and other people have to remain incarcerated, which has all kinds of terrible consequences for people's ability to work, for their housing. Their whole families suffer.
They cite what happened to Sandra Bland, who hanged herself in a Texas jail while unable to post bail after a traffic stop, as an example of why bail reform is so important.
Years of dedication and hard work are just another day for one Northwoods resident. Coming up on Newswatch 12, find out how a 90-year-old man is spreading goodwill across the area. That's after weather right here on Newswatch 12.
Traffic is horrible.
All right, time for another one of these.
Bite into the new Primal Burrito or Biscuit with prime rib at Hardee's. See Jurassic World Dominion in theaters June 10th.
We're an electrical contractor for commercial ag companies. We have 80 employees and 40 trucks, and we operate all over. We're paying almost double what we did last year for fuel. and policies from liberals in Washington are making it worse. Senator Ron Johnson is fighting for relief at the pump. He voted to finish the Keystone Pipeline and increase U.S. oil and gas production. That could make a real difference for small businesses like us. Tell Senator Ron Johnson, keep fighting to restore American energy independence.
Is this the new phone?
Yeah. With U.S. Cellular, I got to pick any phone that I wanted for free. And I was already a customer.
Any brand? With any size?
Mm-hmm. I got exactly what I wanted. Big screen, big storage. I cannot remember the last time I had so many different options.
At U.S. Cellular, new and current customers can get any phone from any brand free.
Are you actually texting one?
I don't know. I just thought I would just...
U.S. Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
Keeping your family close together in your home these days are important. Let us remodel your kitchen and bath. Kitchen Bath Mart specializes in complete remodels for the past 35 years. From design to install, we'll take good care of you. Stop in or call us today at Kitchen Bath Mart. We're your #1 choice in kitchen and bath remodeling. Highway 70 East in Arborvitae.
Next to Market Watch, numbers. Boring. In more delicious news, there's a buy one famous star, get one for $1 deal at Hardee's.
Bite into the famous star today, only at Hardee's.
There you are. We are moving on from the weekend and brought back some sunshine across our region today. We earned it that weekend. Let's just write that one off, right? With temperatures back in the 70s today. We'll do it again tomorrow. It's going to be a very comfortable week this week, temperature-wise, with highs pretty much in the 70s. Right now, we're at 73 and cloudy in Rhinelander with a west wind at 14. The front just came through, and we have a cooler, drier Canadian air coming in right now. Still almost 80 in Wausau, the west wind at 18 with some wind gusts out there near 25 right now. So the front is right across our area, right about through there, moving this way. And again, behind it is that cooler, drier Canadian stuff. We like that stuff. That'll cool us off tonight and throughout the day tomorrow with 70s back in our forecast tomorrow and also on Wednesday. The average high is now 75. That's a change again. The average low being 50. Look at that record low, 33 back in 1934. And the sun sets later on at 7:41. All right, so going forward, temperature-wise. So 74 tomorrow, about average, right? 75 for us on Wednesday. That is average. And then a bit warmer for Thursday into Friday. There is an 80 on here. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But overall, temperatures hanging out slightly above average the next 7 to 8 days around here. But it's going to get windy. We haven't had a lot of wind for a while. We have wind gusts out there today near 20, out there tonight near 25. Tomorrow, we could see some wind gusts near 30 and even close to 35 throughout the afternoon. Right now in Rhineland, we're looking at sunny skies all day long, followed by some clouds out there now. And the air above our heads, like way up there right now, is very cold. So you get some clouds out of that. And they're pretty much lined up across north central Wisconsin right now. Now, these should stay precipitation free on us tonight. However, there could be a rogue sprinkle, especially along the UP border tonight as this kind of wave kind of pushes along. But behind it, there's not much going on. So here we are, right? The big low is kind of pulling out of here. That basically ruined our weekend. And over here, we have lots of nice air and sunshine. That's going to give us a very nice day tomorrow and also for Wednesday. So here's our forecast then for tomorrow. We're talking mid-70s, less humid, plenty of sunshine. We'll take it to the north, followed by maybe a couple mid-70s here across central Wisconsin as well. 76 in Adams Friendship tomorrow afternoon. Our forecast then tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies and staying breezy. Open the windows up tonight. Let that less humid air in with low temperatures down near 56. For tomorrow, it's Tuesday. Lots of sunshine tomorrow. We'll call it windy because that northwest wind, it could gust near 30 to 35, making waves on the lakes tomorrow for sure. If you're fishing, you might get a little seasick. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow lots of sunshine. Same story for Wednesday. A bit warmer for Thursday, 77. There is that 80 with a chance for thunder showers on Friday. About a 30% chance right now and humid as well. And then right now the weekend is holding. We'll see with temperatures hanging out in the upper 70s. Michael?
The number of children going to the emergency room for eating a small lithium battery is on the rise. These are known as button batteries, and they can be found in numerous household objects, including handheld games and calculators. The Children's Hospital of Philadelphia says button batteries can cause chemical reactions that may burn the esophagus, or in some cases lead to death. Parents are advised to avoid changing batteries in front of young children and to throw out dead batteries immediately. President Joe Biden will visit Milwaukee on Labor Day next Monday, September 5th, just 2 months before the midterm elections. Biden plans to celebrate Labor Day and the dignity of American workers, the White House said in a statement. The Milwaukee Area Labor Council said Biden will attend Milwaukee's Labor Fest. The president will later visit Pittsburgh on the same day. No other details were released from the White House. Usually when you go to the market, you might find some eggs, but typically not the animal that lays them. Back in June, Golden Harvest started a chicken coop and started selling chickens as livestock for customers who want to raise their own chickens and lay their very own eggs.
We got eggs and hatched them, and then we were going to keep them for ourselves, and then customers heard about it, and so we started hatching and selling chicks, and as fast as we hatch them, they sell.
According to Nikki Konjursky, one of the owners of Golden Harvest, the chicken coop has been very popular with customers as well as their kids.
We have people who come, especially on Saturdays, and their kids just hang out and get to feed them old produce, old bread, whatever, and the chickens love it.
The owners are hoping to expand the coop so that the chickens are ready for winter and hope to add more livestock in the future. The average retirement age is around 65, but one Rhinelander man is proving otherwise. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson has more on how he continues to volunteer his time to give back to the community.
Vern Lothar started his day with a piece of cake to celebrate his 90th birthday. Then he set off for a day at work.
I have a lot of experience, so I can take any route. I'm scheduled 2 days a week, but working mostly 4 days a week.
Most people are retired at his age, but Lothar sees no reason to end his work at the ADRC in Rhinelander.
Well, I like to be of service to people. I think we should return to a community spirit of neighbors helping neighbors.
Don Johnson says he's been a reliable worker for the Meals on Wheels program for 25 years.
Vern, he's always happy every day. He's one of the most valued volunteers. All of them are valued, but he's just wants to be here 5 days a week if you let him.
Every day he's scheduled, Lothar delivers meals to dozens of homebound senior residents who often look forward to seeing his face.
Most of the people we deliver meals to live alone, and a lot of times we're the only person they see all day, and so we try to cheer them up and be positive in what we do.
The Meals on Wheels program serves 250 to 300 residents every month in the Northwoods area. And as long as Lothar is still standing, he's going to be one of the volunteers.
Well, as long as my health holds, I don't have any health problems, so I don't put a limit on time. I'm 90 years old today and still in good health.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Rhinelander, I'm Morgan Johnson.
Amateur photographers from across the area have submitted their work to the Council Grounds State Park. Coming up on Newswatch 12, find out how finalists are being selected and what the winners will receive.
Every summer adventure is the destination. Take your adventures farther with Honda, America's most fuel-efficient, full-line automaker. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
I love this state. Knock on any door in any county, and you'll find good-hearted, hard-working folks. People whose businesses I proudly helped as Lieutenant Governor. Hard work needs to be respected again, with fair wages and opportunities to get ahead. That's how my parents opened doors for me. My mom was a teacher, and my dad worked third shift. I'm not one of these millionaires. I work just as hard for you as you work for your family. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
It's time to amp up the fun at your local Ford dealer during the final days of the Summer Supercharged sales event. You still have time to lock in your order on select Ford vehicles, and we'll lock in your rate. Even if rates go up before your order comes in, you're protected. So stop by your Ford dealer today during the final days of the Summer Supercharged sales event. Hurry to lock in 2.9% financing for 60 months on select Ford trucks and SUVs. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Complete your update at Menards. Morton Water Softeners help you enjoy the benefits of soft water with softer skin and cleaner clothes. Manage your water smarter with Morton's Look Ahead technology. It learns and predicts your water needs, saving you money. Continue your update with the perfect bathroom products from Max. Max has more than 1,000 shower doors, bathtubs, and shower kits to add luxury to your life. Save 11% on Max bathroom products and Morton Water Softeners.
Save big money at Menards.
High Point Sand and Gravel provides high-quality riprap, sand, and screened topsoil for almost any need. The high-quality rock and stone, boulders, and clear stone enhance the function and beauty of your home or business. Offering convenient delivery or pickup throughout northern Wisconsin and the UP, High Point Sand and Gravel provides premium landscaping materials, specializing in producing beautiful decorative stone for all types of landscaping projects. Contact High Point Sand and Gravel to help make your next project a dream come true.
Artemis 1's mission to the moon is something years in the making, so what's another few days? The rocket was set to take off Monday morning on an unmanned mission beyond the moon, where the launch team reported an issue with one of the rocket's 4 engines. It happened when hydrogen was run through the engines to prepare for the launch. The next launch opportunity is on September 2nd, but that'll depend on how further tests go. Earlier this summer, we covered the Council Grounds photo contest. Well, the results are in, and 12 finalists have been chosen. You can vote online via the Council Grounds State Park Facebook page and can choose the top photo in 4 different categories. People will have until September 15th to submit their vote, and the winners will be announced October 1st. First place winners will receive a 2023 Wisconsin State Park Vehicle Admission sticker, and second place winners will receive a gift certificate or merchandise from the Council Grounds gift shop valued at $15. An Oklahoma boy is being hailed as a hero after saving his mom from drowning. Bella Trevino has more.
In early August, Gavin Keeney saw his mother, who suffers from seizures, drowning in their pool, and he wasted no time before saving her life.
I heard was like a lot of splashing and moving around. I heard like kind of yelling, but also like drowning. So then I looked, and then I saw her like seizing, and then I went and I jumped in and I got her back to the ladder.
And Tuesday afternoon, he was given a Saving a Life plaque in front of all of his peers.
The fire chief was up there. We got together and decided this is what we wanted to do, surprise him and let him know that he is a hero.
His mom says it's something Gavin is used to helping with, sometimes daily, and she's glad he's getting some recognition.
Truly amazing thing to see. And I don't normally get to see him in action, and what he gets to do while I'm having a seizure or after a seizure. It's just, this is the first time I actually got to see it just because of security, home security cameras. I had so much pride in him at the same time as it was heartbreaking to watch.
According to Gavin, this is his second Saving a Life plaque. The first one he got when his mom was choking, and his quick thinking saved her again.
And I tried to Heimlich. And then, when that didn't work, I had to call 911.
Chief Cox deemed Gavin a hero in his speech as he gave him the plaque, a smile very clear on the 5th grader's face.
I've seen really great things for him in this field and helping others in whatever capacity. He has such great compassion for his humankind and his friends and all of his family, and I really hope that maybe this is a future for him.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
When our kids go to school, we want them thinking about this, not worrying about this. But Tim Michaels would allow guns on school grounds and let teens buy AR-15s and red flag laws that help prevent school shootings. He says they won't happen here. It's another reason Tim Michaels' radical agenda is a risk we just can't afford.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair,
humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Hi, I'm Kristen from Sleep Central on Highway 51 South in Minocqua, your bedding and futon headquarters. We carry the largest selection of name brand mattresses in northern Wisconsin, in stock and ready for immediate delivery. Beautyrest, Sealy, Serta, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. We also have a huge selection of accessories to complement your bedding purchase. Sleep Central also carries a wide variety of futons and unique bedroom furniture with quality all-wood construction. Better sleep, pain-free, that's our promise at Sleep Central in Minocqua, your one-stop sleep shop.
Hypnotize your way to savings.
Breathing techniques to help you save.
Looking to make saving a habit?
Yeah, what's the secret?
No secret. Just open a savings account at BMO and we'll give you a cash reward for every month you save.
A cash reward? Just for saving?
Mm-hmm. And when you open a checking account, we'll give you a $300 bonus to get your new savings habit started.
Love that.
What's your book?
How to get a $300 bonus and a monthly cash reward for saving with BMO.
He literally wrote the book on saving.
That's me on the cover.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
Listen to this sweet deal. Ron Johnson used his office to scoop up millions for himself. Like how Johnson secured a special tax break that benefited his own business.
Did my business benefit? Sure.
The tax break helped Johnson double his wealth. And the cherry on top? It's helped make him the 5th richest senator in Washington. Ron Johnson's not looking out for Wisconsin. He's out for himself. DSCC is responsible for the content of this ad.
All right, Michael. Summer is winding down. Here we are in late August. Temperatures in the 70s out there today. There's a 180-degree temperature in the 7-day forecast. Just one.
At least it's not winding down too fast.
But we still have our summer fun in the water contest going on through Pirates Hideaway. Here's the winner this week. It is, and I wrote this down somewhere, Laura Arbagash. Laura, thank you for the picture. Here they are. I think these are the cousins kind of hanging out on the raft or lily pad or whatever that is. I can't tell from this angle, but it looks like lots of fun. And there's still lots of fun to be had in the water. Actually, I was in the water this weekend. The temperatures down at my lake house, the water temperatures were actually very comfortable. It was the air temperature with the rain that wasn't so comfortable at all. So here we go. Let's check on temperatures outside right now. We're talking about 73 here in Rhinelander, 73 for Antigo, 84 though Green Bay. So Michael, let's play a game.
Okay.
Can you find the front? Where's the front? Is it between Rhinelander and Leona or between Green Bay and Leona? You can do it.
Rhinelander and Leona.
Oh, you're right. That's where the front is. So the cooler, drier air is flooding in right now out of Canada, basically. It's going to cool us off in the 50s tonight. Now, there are clouds above us right now. We're kind of growing because there's some really cold air about 5,000 feet up. That kind of creates cloud cover with the moisture here at the surface. So we'll get a couple clouds around. We're going to stay dry, though, tonight. And then overall, kind of a dry forecast. Tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe a couple thunder showers Friday, although it's probably not widespread. About 30% coverage on those with a high Friday of 82.
Well, thank you for watching Newswatch 12 at 5. Stay tuned for Nightly News with Lester Holt.